Everyone at home, lovely to see you again.
We're going Italiano tonight. We're going to do for you Italian-style cauliflower, stuffed cabbage rolls with a horseradish cream, and it certainly is cream, and fennel fritters.
And also, too, we have a guest who normally gazes at the stars regularly and has done for 20 years, the wonderful Patrick Moore.
Charles, if you're on television, my jacket's inside out again. Good evening, everybody. We'll start firstly with the cauliflower. It's a very rich cauliflower and a very tasty one, I think. I've done here just one of the small ones, or 1.5 actually, and I've broken it up into what they call flowerets or fleurets, whichever you like. I'll do some garlic. I'll just put this on first because I've got a heavy saucepan. Where's my butter? I'm going to put about 30 grams of butter into this pan, with the paper on it, of course, naturally. That would figure tonight, would it not? You leave the paper off, actually. And then I'm adding to that 3 tablespoons of very good virgin oil, because this is an Italian dish. It's really oil, tomato, and the cauliflower and parsley and that's all. So 3 tablespoons is about that. Very good, beautiful colour. Look at the colour of that. Now, to this, I'm adding some chopped garlic, if I can find my knife, 2 cloves, but you can do as many as you like. You can err on this and go as strong as you like, more tomato if you wish, more parsley. I'm just giving you a basis for this. But a lot of people also don't know how to quickly do garlic if they want to peel it. You just get a broad knife like that, bash it like that, and it's virtually peeled already. You just take it off, so it saves all, you know, garlic's terribly sticky. Lady, they're fascinated in the flower dress.
Actually, talking about vegetables and that, Pete, look what I grew. It's my first one. It's gone a bit floppy in the heat. But look, see? My first parsnip.
Funnily enough, so did I. And look at mine.
I knew I wouldn't win.
See, that's good Liverpool soil, that did that. Now just add these fleurets into this hot butter, the garlic and the oil. So just there it is. Stir this round just to cover these with the oil first in the butter. And then I'm adding to that now a little pepper and salt. Hello, you're quiet, aren't you? You are allowed to talk amongst yourselves if you're bored. About 2 to 3 tablespoons of very finely chopped parsley and 2 tablespoons. Now, I'm using tomato. It's actually, I've not seen this before. It's tomato puree, but it's concentrated. But I want that tomatoey taste, so I'm going to use 2 good tablespoons of this. As I say with this, you can go on and add as much as you like, but it's got to be flavoursome. Toss this round until that's all coated, you can see all that. And then find that 6 tablespoons of water. No booze. Booze goes in the cook. Just stir that round.
That's an idea.
I forgot all about that. Put a lid on that. As you can see there, that's well coated there. Put a lid on that, lower the temperature, and then let this cook for 20 minutes, and then I'll just check it and then turn it off, and it's finished off later on.
Now, the other thing is, with the cabbage, this actually does 8 large cabbage leaves. Take the best outer leaves from a Savoy or any large cabbage. You do smaller ones if you want to, and then put it in boiling salty water.
Figures.
Would you be quiet? You've had your say.
Very good.
Then put it in water, boiling water, slightly salty water, and cook it for about 8 minutes until it's just softened. Now, carefully drain this off, and I mean carefully, because with boiling water you have to be very, very careful. And just drain that off first of all, like that. And then all you need to do is put that into the colander. Now, I've only done a few of these because, as I say, we've got quite a bit of filling. Run it under cold water so it's cool enough to touch it. Why did it splash everywhere? So it's cool enough to do it like that. And just pop it onto a clean tea towel or something that will absorb it, like paper towels, and just pat it slightly dry, because otherwise you're going to have difficulty handling it. Now, what we do normally with that, when we've done that, we usually would do 8 large leaves this size, is take them and then just cut out this main rib here, for the simple reason that that takes quite a while to cook, and even in the frolic cooking that we do a little bit later on, it's still not I'll start again. It still might
Got your
not
teeth
be
in
quite
tonight?
cooked. Yeah, I put my TV teeth in tonight. should have little sparkles that come off, shouldn't they? So that's all you really do with that. Just
Costs
leave those
money.
there, and then we're going to put them away later on. Or stuff
We've done
them.
that.
What are we going to stuff
now,
them with?
The stuffing we've done here is 350 grams of veal, 350 grams of pork, both terribly lean, finely minced, a tablespoon again of olive oil. Cooked this for 7 minutes, stirring it all the time, and it came out looking repulsively like there's no pepper or salt in this because we're going on to add stuff to it. But one of the important things I had to do with, I was very surprised, has drain off excessive fat, and I really took off over a cup out of that. Mind, just a lot of meat, but when it's lean, you'd think it wouldn't be, would you?
No, well, the pork.
I mean, if it was boiling you down, my God, I couldn't imagine. You'd need a truck to take it away.
5 pints of the best.
You'd need a big milk tanker, wouldn't you, for that lot?
Now,
So
to
that's
that you
as I say-
stir.
Right.
To that we add 1 medium-sized onion, fairly finely chopped, about 2/3 of a cup of finely chopped parsley.
It's the onions, James is right.
Yeah, no, they're quite strong
Does the
actually.
fruit look nice tonight? James, our assistant, did all that. He's gone artistic.
He doesn't get paid
He's
for being
nearly
artistic.
driving us insane. Does that look all right? I said, oh, look, it's
Now,
lovely.
2/3 of a cup of sour cream, and then you need about 1 cup of grated tasty cheddar cheese. And also you can add some salt and pepper while I do this. Right?
Oh, yes, certainly, right.
A little bit of salt and pepper to taste. Now remember, you don't use too much because you
Doesn't
can
work.
always add salt and
Salt
pepper
works.
when it's served. Now, these can be made in quantities like this, and once you've actually rolled them up into the leaves themselves, chill them, then wrap them well in cling film, and then put them into the freezer.
You
There's
watch
a
what
lump
you're
in
doing.
there,
There's
yeah.
lumps. You're not doing this properly
I
at all.
am, Peter. There's lumps going there. It's lovely. There's enough.
That's enough. I want to get an
All right,
egg in.
right.
And then finally to this, we're using a large egg here, just to hold it all together. Oh, is that you, Charles, changing my jacket? I'm sorry. Oh dear, I've hit the assistant.
Now, what you would normally do with this is once you've well mixed it, that's fine, Peter, because you're not going to actually
It's
use
not
that.
very... What am I doing it for?
Because I've got one already
No,
chilled
it's
down
not
a
that.
bit.
Right,
What you would do is put that into, when you've mixed
that
it, cover
effort.
it and put it into the fridge and leave it there for a few minutes, until about 30 minutes, until it firms up, and then it makes it easier to handle when you're putting it into the leaves.
Now, to go with the cabbage rolls, I was going to lie to you. It should be lightly whipped cream, but I didn't realise how many creams there are in England, and I've bought single cream, which I've been here for the last 20 minutes, as they all know. They saw me here going, and I've got nowhere. It's slightly thick, but the programme's only half
I like
an
it
hour.
runny.
So do I. Actually,
Good.
it will be, because
We all
it'll
like it
pour.
runny, don't we? Good.
Thank heavens for that.
That means we've got
Now-
to give them £1 each when they go out.
Now I'm adding to this some horseradish, 2 heaped dessert spoons of horseradish. Now this is horseradish cream, which I find fraction too soft for what I want. If you can get the horseradish, or which you can get, in jars that is just shredded, and it's usually just preserved in water and vinegar only. You can see it because you can see all the threads of that's really fiery. So as this is a trifle weak for my taste, I'm going to add just a half teaspoon, if I can get it out, half a teaspoon of cayenne. And that'll just
Jazz it
spice
up.
this up entirely and gives it a slight, rather attractive orange colour, which has totally disappeared, you can't see. This goes into a jar, a dish, or whatever you call it.
That's
and we'll
thick
taste
enough.
it. Oh, it is not bad, is it?
No.
Oh, the cream's done it. The
cream?
horseradish cream.
Yes, of course.
And then that goes in the refrigerator. Make sure that's very cold when
What's
you
where
serve.
you plop in it?
I'm looking, I can do both.
Can
and I'm
you?
going to do a very risky thing and go,
What do you mean,
Well,
oh,
it's
it's lovely.
oh, sorry about
Oh,
that.
indeed.
And just make sure that's well and truly cold.
I was going to give you a taste, you won't get one now. Now, with these, all you need to do, as I say, when you've put that mixture, this is a part of one that we've done
I saw
earlier, as they
Michelle
say.
do that. Yvette did that the
Yeah.
other night.
You just put into there
Butter.
a good 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup, depending how large the leaves are, of the mixture. And when you roll it up, roll it like that, and then tuck the edges in part way through, and I'll roll it up quickly because the leaves split. But you won't notice when I've actually done it. I'll do another one, shall I? But as I say, once you've done it like this, you can do that for
what's
1
the
or
time?
2, and you can freeze
Done
them
that.
yourself,
We've done that.
and then undo them. And when you cook them, cook them from frozen, and make sure you cook them 10 minutes earlier than Peter's going to tell you how long it takes to cook them. Just put that in.
Yes, what we've done, we've got some in the oven here. They're not quite ready yet. I'm going to cover these with tin foil because you're going to sort of really to steam them. But as David said, 2 of those is more than adequate. Nice done, actually, if you've got some leftover lamb. Just mince that rather than buy some fresh, add a few herbs, and do the same thing so as you're saving a bit of money. But preheated oven, 190 degrees Celsius, and it cooks for 40 minutes with the tin foil cover on it.
Also, to another thing you can do with it, if you don't want to put meat in it at all, you can use brown rice, which is quite nice. Add some pine kernels, or you can add chopped walnuts to it, and you make any flavours you like.
Pine brigadiers?
Pine kernels. Well, you can add pine privates if you want.
I don't think I want
No, I don't think I fancy that either. Now, the other thing we're using now, I'm making some fennel fritters. Now, this is fresh fennel, bulb fennel, which you often get. When you choose it, make sure it's nice and clear like this, and white, and not all broken up. And make sure the bottom is fairly good too, because sometimes they split, and so it goes awful. So pick the freshest you can. Just cut the bottom off there, cut some of this off, and then just chunk it up, and then pop that into... Oh, I used to do it the wrong way. Cut it up roughly like this and just pop that into a food processor. And you really do need a food processor, or you have to cut it up very, very finely yourself. And then to that, we also add, these are for fritters.
Oh, I've forgotten that.
What are you going on about now?
Doesn't matter. Something else I've got to do.
I wish you'd concentrate instead of
I am
falling around over there. I mean, you make me ill.
You've shocked the audience.
Add a teaspoon of the top part of it. It's not wheat.
What are you
But I was going to say weed, but it's not weed. Add a teaspoon of the leaf part themselves to give it a bit of extra flavour. The top bit. Then 3 spring onions roughly chopped, and also roughly chopped 2 rashers of bacon, which you can, if you want to, leave out. Just process that.
Well, get your bit done.
I will, Eva. Now, don't go down too fine. That's about enough. That's lovely. All right, I'll just put that in a bowl.
Next series is going to be all salads. I don't care what time of year it is.
Now, the only other thing you add to this, and if anybody writes to me and tell them I didn't get it all out, tough. I ain't got time. Add to that now 1 grated carrot.
And a glass of wine.
And a glass of wine. And this gives it colour and a bit more texture. And you'll find the flavour actually is very, very good indeed. But we're going to mix something else with that. So what are we going to put into it?
I've got here some ricotta cheese. About 75 grams I want, which is about 2 tablespoons. I'm adding to that 2 teaspoons of baking powder and about 1/4 cup of flour.
Now,
because don't forget, David's making a sort of 1/4 cup.
Go easy.
1/4 cup.
Well, you don't want more than that, otherwise it's going to be
awful. I
awful.
haven't got more than that. I haven't.
Now, the other thing about this, when you're making this, get everything ready first, even grate the carrot if you want, but you must do it straight away because otherwise the fennel itself can go sort of brown and awful once you've started to cut it up. And you don't want that to happen because otherwise it makes it a very unattractive dish.
It's on the floor.
You've got that right on my
I can't, but it's only light.
Oh, I'd love a better grater.
I'd have liked a softer ricotta.
I would have liked a harder one of them.
What?
One of them.
I won't ask.
Carrot. Well, it's better than my limp what's name over there that's stuck on the floor.
Come on, get on.
I am, Pete, but I don't want to do my fingers. Right.
Now, we're just adding this to this. Got
You know that. No, I haven't. Right, I've got my eggs ready.
He's been practicing that like
I have not.
I can't tell you.
Yeah, off dear too. I went through 5 dozen eggs before I got it right.
And you think we make a mess in this kitchen?
Are you going to mix it together?
No. Oh, right.
That's
do that.
stupid.
I'm trying to do it.
Right, well, you go away. You can go away if you like.
Right.
Now, just mix this all together, and as you see, the colour looks rather nice with the green of the spring onion tops, the orange of the carrot, and also, too, you've got then the bulk of the cheese, and then finally, into that goes 2 eggs. Now, because the mixture has got flour in it and baking powder, you need to... Oh, I wish this thing would get out of the way. You need to mix it and use it.
Well,
You need
Shouldn't
to
have
mix
in
it
jokes,
straight
should we?
away. No. And then what I do now, I've just heated up a non-stick frying pan. But what I was going to say, because it's got flour in it, you can't cook them on too high heat and cook them too quickly. Otherwise, what happens is you get the taste of that flour. So put them on a moderate heat.
Can I just, before you go on,
Yeah,
just
sure.
show the audience now? I've been cooking that cauliflower, and you can see there in the saucepan, it's taken up the water and the tomato puree there. It's actually beautifully glazed, and that's virtually ready now to serve. So just watch it, because it can evaporate quite quickly. So I'm going to just turn that gas orbit off.
When you put these into the frying pan, just put them in quite good spoonfuls. You can make them slightly smaller than this if you wish, and just flatten them out slightly because you're making a really nice fritter. So I'll just turn the heat down on that. And while that's cooking, let us swing round, because we have someone, as I say, who is our guest for this evening. He's a lovely man, Patrick Moore. He gazes all night, but he comes down to
Plays the
practicality,
piano
and he's going to play everything
together.
Here he is, Patrick Moore.
He's trying to copy.
Nice to hear.
Patrick, I'm sure you're hot. A little
I am
wheat, a
indeed.
little
What a
rum
good
there.
idea. What a splendid idea. Nice Italian
You're
wine.
very good. Yes, oh,
Cheers,
yes,
cheers.
it is.
Naturally.
No, it's Spanish,
Cheers.
actually. Spanish.
Spanish.
Yes. Near enough.
Lovely.
country.
Now, you've done so
And
much.
it's jolly good.
Patrick, now you wrote that music as well
Yes,
tonight,
I'm a
did you
complete
not?
fake, though. I never had a music lesson in my life. It was great fun.
Do you know Patrick taught himself the xylophone, I'm correct, on the piano, wrote those pieces tonight. You've written, how many books? 60 books?
One or two here and there.
Plays tennis, plays cricket,
Not very well.
and then reads the stars.
I don't actually read the stars.
That's what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you, have you got a horoscope? So he's Scorpio and I'm Libra.
I think I am Pisces. A little while ago, I read my horoscope in a daily paper, and I was told that day I was due for some outstanding athletic feat. I was playing cricket. It was a spinner's wicket, and I took 0 for 54. Obviously, my guardian angel had blown the fuse.
Well, I always get mixed up with astrology and astronomy.
Well, astrology does prove one scientific fact.
What's that?
There's one born every night.
I'll drink to that.
I have no patience at all with dark ladies coming over the water. Or even tips with loved ones.
Well, I tell you what, we'll see how you are at cooking because you
Not
are
very
very
good.
partial
Well, we haven't
to
left you much to
poached
do,
eggs, aren't
actually.
you?
I am a very good with a poached egg, yes. I can even make a curry if I have to, but this kind of cooking is too involved for me. But I'll do my
It's
best.
not
today.
involved,
It's not
really.
involved, Patrick. So if
Looks
you'd
involved.
give me a kindness to take that silver-covered dish out.
Looks
I'll
very
just put my
hot.
jacket.
It
It is very
It's
I
hot.
very
warn
hot,
you
is
that.
it?
because
I'll
it is
just
very
put
hot.
You mean the
jacket
silver
on.
one?
Yes,
Yep,
please.
it
Right.
is.
Here goes. Look out for the crash.
I'll just take that
Very
out of the
well.
way, Patrick, so that...
Very well.
Right, and you may whip off the silver foil or the foil when it
No,
comes down.
I've got the tray as well at the
Patrick
moment.
might burn himself.
There we are.
And I'll
No,
have
I
the-
can take the foil off quite easily.
Right, right.
Observe.
Careful.
Look out for the
Voila.
rabbit coming out of the hat.
Well done.
There, try to shut this up again.
And I'll have the hot one as well.
You want that
please,
one too,
Patrick.
do you?
Yes,
Right,
please.
you are.
Sorry to make you work.
Right, will you get your
Why not?
thing ready? Because you haven't got much time, Peter. To
I
do
know
it.
that.
There we are.
You're quite right.
Exactly.
It
Have
is.
the other
I
one.
know.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. I've got an apron.
Now, Patrick, if you could do me another favour, because this saucepan is terribly heavy. If we swap places, I'll go
well.
around there.
Certainly.
If I hold this with two hands, I want that in there, please.
want that in there, right.
Because these are solid copper.
Very
and they're
well.
so heavy.
Right.
That's it, lovely.
All the guns
Yes,
as well.
all the...
Oh, definitely
Yeah,
the
all
gun.
the guns.
When I say, should I say guns?
Yes, the
It's
gun
the
is the
guns,
best
it's quite
part.
right.
The
there.
guns is the best part.
Yes,
All the
that's
guns
it,
are-
that's
the gun
lovely.
is the best part.
I think I have. Have I got it all?
Always going to be practical. It
Yes,
doesn't
all-
waste
all the
anything,
guns
not a
are,
waste,
yes, all the
not
guns,
a
yes,
waste.
all the guns.
Lovely.
Standard.
And then just finally we add to that, Patrick, I did hear some grated, there's your
Yes,
wine,
thank you
some
so much.
grated Parmesan cheese here that just goes over this to finish it off.
How much you put?
About a tablespoon. Or as much as you
Right.
like, actually.
I
If you
see.
like it, put more.
I see.
But again, that's got all the vitamins in it, no
Yes,
meat,
indeed.
but it's quite a savoury little dish on its
Yes,
own.
it looks jolly good to me.
And there are just the ones you said you would like to try.
Yes.
Just 3 of those little fennel fritters. It makes about 6, 8, or 12 of those, that size. Let's go through and try it anyway and see what happens, all right?
Hot.
I will do
Yes,
so.
I'll take the large one.
Right
You'll
you
burn
are.
yourself.
Off we go, through we go, round we go,
Okay.
round we go. See you in a
And
moment.
just sit in the middle there, Patrick.
Certainly.
That's it, lovely.
Lovely. Is that terribly hot, is it?
Reasonably so.
All right, okay.
There. Come on.
Nothing like a nice winter's night for all this sort of food, is there?
Absolutely.
eh?
Woo! What went
Goodness,
there?
it's nice. That wind outside, the snow on the ground.
what we got, Peter?
We have got here the cabbage rolls that are stuffed as David said. You'd leave out the meat and do rices or anything to pad it out. We've got the cauliflower, the tomato, and the onion and parsley and cheese.
And also too the fennel fritters, which are really delicious because I peached a bit as I went through.
Did you? If you would like a complete set of the recipes we're featuring in this series, send a large self-addressed envelope with a 30p stamp on it to Hudson and Halls, P.O. Box 7, London W3 6XJ. Patrick, a great, great pleasure. It's been
Thank
a
you
great
indeed.
pleasure.
Thank you for playing for
It's
us.
been great
And
fun to be here. And many
we've loved
congratulations
to
on
our
your
audience.
splendid meal.
Thank you.
To
To our
our audience
wonderful
here, thank you
audience
very
here.
much. And to
You at
everybody
home.
at home, God bless. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Patrick,
Wonderful. Now, you've got to try.
I must try this thing up here.